Every revolution, every great idea, every movement you admire, there was a moment when it was just beginning. What word describes that fragile first moment? Today, we're exploring the word nascent. Stay with me. The word is nascent. Say it with me, nascent. Pronounced nascent, nascent. It is an adjective. Let's explore what this word really means. Nascent. Just coming into existence and beginning to develop, in the early stages of formation, not yet fully formed. Now, where does this word come from? From Latin nascens, present participle of nasi, to be born. The same root as natal and native, all about birth and beginnings. Understanding the roots makes the meaning unforgettable. A adjective for something out of its proper time. Let's see nascent used in real sentences. First example. The nascent democracy struggled to establish institutions before its first election. Second example, she recognized the nascent talent in her student long before anyone else did. Third example, the nascent technology of the early internet seemed limited but held immense potential. In each case, nascent points to something that doesn't belong in its era. Here is how nascent appears in the real world. From The Economist. In the nascent days of the electric vehicle industry, most investors dismissed it as a novelty. A decade later, it was reshaping the global economy, used in business and political writing to describe industries, movements, or ideas in their early formation. This shows how naturally nascent fits into everyday commentary. Let's look at words related to nascent. Synonyms, words with similar meanings. Emerging, which coming into being or prominence. Budding, which beginning to develop, often with promise. Embryonic, which in the earliest stage of development. And antonyms, words with opposite meanings. Mature, which fully developed. Established, which firmly set up and recognized. Obsolete, which no longer in use or relevant. Knowing these shades of meaning helps you use nascent with precision. Now, how do you make nascent stick? Here is a memory trick. NASC. Think of NATAL, about birth. Nascent things are being born right now. A nascent idea is a newborn idea taking its first breaths, not yet able to stand on its own. Visualize that image and nascent will stay with you. Before we wrap up, one important thing to watch out for. Nascent is not just young or new. It specifically describes something in the process of being born, still fragile, still forming. A teenager is young, but not nascent. A movement 2 days old might be. Keep that distinction in mind the next time you use nascent. Time to test yourself, which is best described as nascent. A startup founded last month that has just released its first prototype. B, a 50-year-old company with global headquarters. C, a well-established scientific theory with decades of evidence. Pause the video if you need a moment. Which do you think is correct? The correct answer is A. A is correct. A startup in its first weeks of existence is nascent, just forming, not yet established. B and C are mature and established things. You now know the word nascent, pronounced NAY-sunt. A adjective meaning just coming into existence and beginning to develop in the. Thank you for watching. Words that open doors. Follow WordDrop for a new vocabulary word every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Subscribe so you never miss one.